Miss Americana, also known as Taylor Swift Miss Americana, is a 2020 American documentary film that follows the singer-songwriter Taylor Swift and her life over the course of several years of her career. It was directed by Lana Wilson, produced by Tremolo Productions. The film is titled after Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, a 2019 song by Swift. Miss Americana has been described as an unvarnished and emotionally revealing look at Swift during a metamorphic phase in her life as she learns to accept her role as not only a singer, songwriter, and entertainer, but as an influential woman harnessing the full power of her voice. The film follows Swift during a transitional phase in her career as she wraps up her 2018 Reputation Stadium tour and began creating her 2019 album Lover, while covering several years of her life through a biographical compilation of interviews, flashbacks, studio footage, home videos, cell phone videos, and concert recordings. It focuses on sensitive subjects that Swift often avoided in interviews, such as her past battle with body dysmorphia and eating disorder, her mother's cancer diagnosis, the toxic internet culture and media scrutiny she faces, her sexual assault trial, and decision to go public with her political views, including LGBTQ plus allyship. The film's pivotal moment comes when Swift decides to endorse Phil Bredesen, a Democrat, over Marsha Blackburn, an extreme conservative, in Tennessee's 2018 midterm election. Her team, including her father, frantically urge her to reconsider. She will be alienating half her fans, if not more, and for what? Better to stay pretty and blank, an avatar for everyone's hopes and dreams. But she insists that she needs to do this, for herself if nobody else. There is an incredible scene as she is about to put over her first social media post endorsing Bredesen. Her finger hovers over her phone tremulously until she musters the courage to hit send. It feels like a before and after moment, and she waits the equal parts exhilaration and fear. The documentary includes the song Only the Young, playing during the end credits, which was released as a promotional single alongside the film. The song was written by Swift after the 2018 United States elections, but did not make it on the tracklist of Lover. Upon release, the song received universal acclaim from music critics who praised its politically charged lyrics. Director Lana Wilson offers a multifaceted window into Swift, her creative process, and her singular experience of being one of the brightest lights on the world's global stage, showcasing Swift's trademark vulnerability and her fierce intelligence and wit. Wilson captures moments both tender and exhilarating as the superstar embarks on the latest chapter of her already extraordinary career. In an interview with Glamour, Wilson talked about the positive comments she received regarding her decision to include Swift's eating disorder and body image issues in the film. It's been such a positive reaction. People are connecting to it in a really deep way, which was, of course, my dream when making the movie. I think to see Taylor, someone who is an icon of beauty, voicing these thoughts that so many people have had is incredibly powerful because it's not something you would expect to hear. God, I almost tear up like thinking about some of the notes I have gotten from teenagers about how they look in the mirror and they hate their body and they hate the way they look. But now that they have seen that, Taylor has struggled with some of these same things too, and she has gotten through it and she is stronger and happier as a result, and that inspires them to keep going. It's just so moving. In an interview with Variety, Swift said, needing to speak up about beliefs I would always had because it felt like an opportunity to shed light on what those trials are like. I experienced it as a person with extreme privilege, so I can only imagine what it's like when you don't have that. And I think one theme that ended up emerging in the film is what happens when you are not just a people pleaser, but someone who has always been respectful of authority figures, doing what you were supposed to do, being polite at all costs. I still think it's important to be polite, but not at all costs. Not when you are being pushed beyond your limits, and not when people are walking all over you. I needed to get to a point where I was ready, able, and willing to call out bullshit rather than just smiling my way through it. Miss Americana further prompted many of Swift's past critics to respond to the documentary. American comedian Nikki Glaser wrote an apology on Instagram after her comments about Swift being too skinny were featured in the film. In the apology, Glaser stated that, unfortunately, I am featured in her new documentary as part of a montage of Ash Hat saying mean things about her, which is used to explain why she felt the need to escape from the spotlight for a year, and admitted that her comments may have come from a place of projection. She further added that, if you are familiar with my work at all, you know I talk openly about battling some kind of eating disorder for the past 17 years. I was probably feeling fat that day and was jealous. Swift responded, one of the major themes of the doc is that we have the ability to change our opinions over time, to grow, to learn about ourselves. I am so sorry to hear that you have struggled with some of the same things I have struggled with. Sending a massive hug. This documentary is available on Netflix, worth your time. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and share this video, do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon.